What's up, fam? How you guys doing? Yeah, it was fight night last night. Yeah, buddy. Ortiz and Martin. Now, I was watching my man Showbiz last night, right? And he had me cracking up, and I couldn't wait to actually see the fight. The way that he was describing it, man, especially when Martin got caught. Martin got caught, and my man Showbiz, he clowned my man real good. And he had me rolling last night, man. That's what I do. You know, for all the people who pretty much don't want to pay for the fights or whatever, like me, I don't really prefer to pay for the fights because I just can't afford it, basically. You know, I can't afford it. So therefore, I found my man Showbiz Adult on YouTube. Right? You guys ought to check him out, man, when it comes to the fights, because he is hilarious. It's just, he's serious about boxing. He knows his boxing. So that's not even in question, but it's just the way that he describes, when we can't see it for ourselves, the way that he describes that what happens in the fight, that's the most funniest thing. That's the part I tune in to hear the results of the fight and to see what he's gonna say when things happen. It is, man, you guys gotta check him out. All right, Showbiz the Adult, man, check him out on YouTube. All right, I'm gonna get into my version of it, you know, and I always like the day after, being that I'm in the situation I'm in, meaning I'm not paying for fights, and so I would recap. You know, I would find the recaps, the best recap I could, like I found this one here, and then I would replay it, and I would describe, because I'm a boxing coach myself, actually. So I look at it from the boxing coach perspective, right? So we're gonna get into this fight. Here we go. Let's go ahead and get it started. All right, this is the first round. Now, I can see that, let me just turn this way so I can really, yeah. All right, well, anyway, Martin is first round, right? So Martin is in the black and gold, and Ortiz is in the blue and white. And Ortiz, I figured that Ortiz would have won this fight in the third round because of his power. And of course, he's in his 40s too, so I should have taken that in consideration. It took a little longer. So Ortiz just knocked down Martin for the first time with some straight jabs, and both of these guys are southpaws, okay? So this is a good matchup. Okay, now Martin returned the knockdown, right? Apparently Ortiz walked into it because he's trying to walk him down, if you notice. See? And now Ortiz is kind of like trying to set it up or trying to wait for him, but he got a couple jabs going. Martin, for the most part, should be pumping more jabs as the slightly taller guy, right? And I'm so much of a fan of the jab. And it's that jab, I call it the keep him off you jab, right? So, as you can see, my man walked right into the punch. Now, if Martin can keep jabbing, he would have had better success last night. He was actually doing okay. Now these are heavyweights now. These are not little guys. These guys are up there, okay? So, and all the punches that they're throwing are pretty hard, pretty significant punches. Even the light punches from these guys. So here we are. Ortiz right now, it looks like he's trying to be in preserve. You know, he's preserving himself. But Ortiz know how to box. That's one thing. That's a good thing. Now Martin you can see Martin trying. He's trying to put in some work. He's trying to make some things happen. But Ortiz, like I said, you know, he knows how to box. He knows how to move, and he's actually kind of walking him down. And that's where you got to be careful when you're trying to walk somebody down. All right. So apparently, Martin is trying to drop that heavy left hand, because these guys are southpaws, so their power hand is the left hand. So Martin is moving. All right, that's a good show of how Martin should not be allowing Ortiz to get that close, but sometimes you really can't help it when you're going in to engage your own tactics and you're trying to make something happen. So you kind of make a mistake, and the other guy, if he's really positioned right, he can actually make the score. So here we go. I don't even know what round this is. It just said 3. This is the 3rd round. All right, so these guys are waltzing each other around. Now right here is where a lot of jabs should be happening from either one of the guys. And this is the thing that I would probably be drilling in a fighter constantly, is the jab at those moments. Even when you're moving to a new position, you want to move with the jab. Move with the jab. Move with the jab. All right, so here's Ortiz still walking him down. Ortiz is basically kind of going forward throughout the whole fight. All right, this is the round I thought that he would actually end this guy, not knowing who Martin was at the time. All right, so Martin is a credible fighter, and Ortiz is definitely a credible fighter. I think I know Ortiz because he went against a couple of guys that I like, and that's how I got to know him. So, okay, now that jab right there, if you notice, it works. If you can constantly pop a jab on a guy, that jab is significant, especially if you're a heavyweight, you know, and you constantly popping the jab. You have to make sure that your jab, your lead hand is secure with jabs. I mean, you have to be able to do that throughout the whole bout. Even if you got 10 rounds, you should be able to jab as much as you can with that jab in the 10 rounds, constantly. And that'll keep you out of trouble, and that sets you up for the power punches as well. So Ortiz is looking for an overhand. As you saw, he just missed the overhand. Overhand left. Now it's good for a shorter guy to throw an overhand to a taller fella. Sometimes it's a delay on it being received. It takes a longer time, but you have to be ready to slip. See that jab? See how he set that jab up? He popped the 2 right jabs out and then came in with his left. So here's Ortiz still backing him up. Ortiz is still backing him up, walking him down. That's what you call walking your fighter down. Ortiz's head need to be moving a little bit more while he's doing this. Okay? All right, so you can see Martin getting a bit tired now because he's not moving as fast as he was. Both of them actually. So here's another knockdown. Now this, I think, is the 2nd knockdown that Martin delivered on Ortiz. Okay, now this is the one that I saw on a quick play, that he walked right into that punch. He was walking him down, check it out, bam. That was his mistake right there. He walked into that jab, and that's why that jab knocked him down. Now he's celebrating a little too soon. Now this fight right here actually turned around, but Ortiz is a game fighter. He's a strong guy. He's still strong and he's still dangerous, right? Now he's 40-something years old and he still got power and he still got good movement, right? Now, here's Ortiz basically stopped coming forward as aggressive now because of that jab, all right? His feet ain't quite right now, still, all right? But the lead foot, you check him out now. These guys are really just pawing at each other right now, trying to get a good opening. Martin is still moving. He's moving around. He's actually circling around to Ortiz's power hand, which he should not do. He should go the other way. Now, mind you, these guys are southpaws. These are southpaws now. All right, so their lead jab is going to be a right jab. All right, and they're kind of stepping on each other's foot a little bit. I think that first knockdown was Martin stepping on Ortiz's foot. Okay. Out of all of this, Martin has dreadlocks, and whoever tightened up those dreadlocks did a real good job because he got rocked, and those things did not come loose. You know what I mean? For all you boxers who got dreadlocks, y'all need to go see whoever hooked him up. Whoever, look at that. That stuff tight, man. That crap tight. And he got rocked, and it still didn't come loose. All right. So here we go into the 6th round. The 6th round. This is where he got him in trouble right here. This is where Martin was in mad trouble. Oh, they're gonna show the initial stunning of that sequence right there. Now here's where Martin pretty much was just out of it. He was just trying to survive at this point. But you can tell a warrior who tries to fight back when they hurt. And this pretty much was the end of it. You see his face is all busted up. He's totally shocked. He's angry because he didn't know what the heck just happened. He know that he got a good shot. All right, now they shoving and stuff at the end of the fight over not understanding each other, because you know Ortiz don't speak good English, and Martin, I think he was trying to say something to him, and Ortiz was still in fight mode, you know. So congratulations to Ortiz. They got to show this again, man. They got to show that initial, the initial ending of this, because that's the part that my man Showbiz had me cracking up about last night when dude got hit. When he got hit with that punch, man, and he turned to the side and froze. And then Ortiz was shocked himself. I think Ortiz was just as shocked as Martin was, right? But Ortiz had the sense enough, because of his boxing background, is to follow up on it. And they say that Ortiz is an actual really good finisher. So if he gets you in trouble, for the most part, you gonna get pounced on, you know? And he's a very credible fighter. I like Ortiz. He doesn't talk a lot of bull crap. You know, here it is. There it is. He was just standing there. He didn't know what to do because he was stunned. And then his hand got caught in the rope when he went down. Here it is. Bam. He did not know what hit him. This is, see, now his hand is caught. The only way you can get your hand out is stand up, dude. His mind wasn't with him. All right? Now he's a game fighter. Bam. There it is right there. Ortiz knows how to finish. You get some extra power when you know you got your opponent hurt. Look at that. Look at them body shots, drilling him. He was shoe shining him in the body. That's what you call shoe shine right there, right? And Martin was like, "What? You stopping the fight? Why, dude? Because you just got knocked out, basically. You didn't lay down and go to sleep and need a pillow. See, now now Ortiz didn't know why he's coming to him like that after the fight in a very aggressive stance. So he's looking at his body language and he pushed him back like, "You get out my face, man," you know. So go my man Roy Jones. So family, that's all it is. Just a quick recap on how the fight went last night, right? I thought that Ortiz would have finished him in the 3rd round, but he finished him in the 6th, was it? 6th or 7th round, something like that. But anyway, the fight was great. I like these recaps because I do not take an awful lot of time with them, because they really get right to the point, and that's kind of what I like. I like getting right to the point. I do like watching the fight live when I catch it, because that atmosphere, that feeling of when it's happening right in front of you at the moment. You don't know what's gonna happen, so you pretty much just sitting on the edge of your seat, you know, waiting, and you're coaching your guy, whoever you supporting, to do this and do that. But like I said, you know, Ortiz did a great job hanging in there, and I'm glad the referee didn't try to stop that fight early when Ortiz got knocked down, you know, because he was knocked down twice in that fight. Official twice. He went down, I think, 3 times, and the first one was that I think the dude stepped on his foot. But yeah, that was good. Credit to Martin, because you can tell that Martin is a fighter. There's no doubt. He's got skill. He's got ring knowledge. He's got power. He's got movement. He's got the height and the length. Only thing Martin made a mistake at last night was not using his jab enough. Both of them, be honest with you, had made that error last night, is why they got caught and got knocked down by each other. They was rocking each other last night, right? Now, Showbiz did it way better. You know, when you look at that guy, he's so into the fight that his eyes get double the size that he's into it, you know, and you know, I mean, it drew me into actually subscribing to him because of the way his personality is. He's so excitable about fights, and I get kind of excitable too, but in a different way. You know, I haven't seen anybody be quite like him, and I thought that was pretty cool and funny. I find him knowledgeable. I'm talking about Showbiz the Adult, and I'm telling you guys to go ahead and subscribe, because I found, you know, when I don't catch the fights, I go to his his commentary, only because of the way that he brings it. The guy is funny, man. I mean, he's serious about boxing, though. That's one thing, nobody can take away from him. But when he's doing it, he got you cracking up, man. I'm talking about cracking. I see why people support him. I too am a supporter of this guy. That's why I'm doing this here. I'm telling you guys where to go. So, for the most part, the Martin Ortiz or Ortiz Martin fight last night, King Kong Ortiz, all right, pulled it out, man. He did that dagnabbit thing. He did it because he's a true warrior. I gave credit to Martin as the loser of that fight because I didn't really want to bash the man. I didn't really want to, because my man Showbiz got on him last night. It was funny. Y'all got to go back and check out that stream. The way he did it, man. It's funny, man. I ain't even gonna try to do it the way he did because I'm gonna mess it up. But it was funny to watch him describe what happened, man. But dagnabbit, that's the fight game. This is what happened. Ortiz, congratulations. His daughter, he's got to sit her down and talk to her a little more because it looks like she's really getting traumatized by when you get hurt and you have to really have a talk with her, or don't bring her to the fights, man. Because she looks like she's going through something. Pay attention to that. Yeah, pay attention. If your child who loves you dearly not handling the fact that you might get yourself hurt in that ring, you might not want to keep bringing them. You might not want them to see that, until after the fact, when they see that you're all right and you recover, and then go to the fight. But I just think that she's such a sweet little girl, and the daddy Ortiz have done. This is what he's doing this for, is babies, and most of these guys are out there that are fighting. They're fighting for their babies, for their family. And you have to sit them down and really have that serious talk. Not saying that they haven't, but I just think it's just, to watch her go through what she was going through, to think, because everybody thought Ortiz was finished last night in that fight. As y'all could see, that Martin was literally kind of getting to him, but then Martin made an awful mistake and got caught. But here's the difference. When Ortiz got caught, he got right up. He got stunned. He got, absence of reality for like, a quick second or so, a couple of seconds, and he pulled it back together before the count was done. He was able to finish the rounds. But when Martin got caught, because of Ortiz's power, this is what I was relying on. Ortiz's skill in the ring, because he had a lot of fights and he fought some pretty good names. And I wasn't looking at his age in the 40s. I was looking at his power and his knowledge of fighting. And I thought that would pull him through. So, therefore, y'all, this was a good one. I really like that fight. And go check out my man Showbiz, the adult, on YouTube. Go back to that Ortiz and Martin fight. Man, you gotta check this guy out. He is funny. Very knowledgeable about the boxing business, though. Okay? So, on that note, I'm out. Me, I will be free. I'm out. And as I always leave you guys with, I gotta stop hitting the table. As I always leave you guys with, here we go. Treat people like you want to be treated, and it'll come back around because it has for me. Peace and one love. We'll see you on the flip side. Right.